This is a fabulous piece of wood. Just wonderful. It's got some curl in here. It's got some nice peach colors. It's got some yellows, some browns. Just a real rich piece of wood. Can you guess what sort of wood this is? I had never seen this before. It's a local domestic wood, common particularly in the South. See if you can have a guess down below as what you think this might be. A friend of mine cut down this tree in his yard, and I told him, save it for me. And so he gave me a small shed worth of lumber. I had a couple of stumps that were 6-7 foot long. This is one of the pieces from that tree. I'm going to make him something, a little serving tray. So what we're going to do is try to make a continuous grain serving tray. We'll cut it 3 inches on the sides and ends, and about 11 inches long, about 4 or 5 inches in the middle. So first thing I'm going to do is take it to my bandsaw and cut it in half to get it dimensioned to the right size. So let's do that. So after I take it off the bandsaw, I want to get the saw marks off, so I use a card scraper and just scrape it off a little bit. Then I'll use a sander when necessary. Then I'll cut it to size on my sled and cut the end pieces off and prepare to cut the middle out first, so we have exactly 11 inches on the base. So after I get the base length cut, then I cut off the sides of it to make sure that the width of the base is going to be 5 inches wide. Then we'll move on to cutting the bevel. Here's a look at the base of my little display board. This angle there is cut at 30 degrees, so it sits at that angle. Piece has the matching grain. We'll just fold up for that. It'll be trimmed to be the same height as this edge here, just like at the other end where it'll be trimmed there directly across. We'll take the edge of these pieces and cut them at 30 so they're flat going across this way. This is the angle right here that I'm going to cut off at 30 degrees for this bevel. So once this sits up like this surface will be flat or parallel to the ground. So to cut the bevel on the other side, I have a fence that is low enough on my table so my piece doesn't slide underneath it, and I use a little push block to hold it up against the wall and cut that, so now I have 30 degrees on both sides. Okay, now we have these tops cut so they'll be level, and now the task of what we're going to do. Originally we're talking about doing a wraparound on this, so I'm going to do the continuous grain from the bottom that'll go up here, so this piece will fold up. After we get the bottom and 2 sides glued together, then we can come back and cut that piece to size there and cut this end as well. So I built this piece for Paul and Janice, a couple that gave me all this Bradford pear wood. So I've got more projects to come in this wood, so be sure and stay tuned. As that wood dries out, I'll start building other projects with it. This is a wonderful piece of wood. So if you like this video, hey, give me a thumbs up, and as usual, come back and see me real soon.